Mainly about love languages, man. If y'all follow us, man, y'all know this podcast. We a group of men, but today we got a lady, and so I want to dive into love languages, and because in our community, Black community, I know love languages is popular around the world, but I just feel like we kind of just say it, but we don't mean it in our community. So we're going to jump into love languages. Before we start, I want to say the 5 love languages. Kay thought it was 7.
I did.
But it's definitely 5. Acts of service, receiving gifts, quality times, words of affirmation, and physical touch. What's the most important love language and why?
For each one.
Yeah, for everybody. 'Cause everybody is different.
You can say the number one.
Can you repeat it one more time?
Active service, receiving gifts, quality time, words of affirmation, and physical touch.
I'm gonna say receiving gifts.
That's your important one, most important.
Because out of most of the women that I've ever dated, I feel like the women who resonated with me the most gave, because I'm a giver.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And whether that's flowers, whether that's a birthday gift or a spontaneous gift, whether it's a woman buying me a Snicker or something, or knowing what candy I like or what type of shorts I like or shirt, I feel like just her showing up with that means a lot to me, and I don't know, that resonate with me.
That's cool.
that.
That's cool. I like that. I got something for go ahead, Will.
I will say this. I will say that when it comes to the 5 love language, a good balance of being able to attack all of them is good and healthy for a relationship. But you do have your number one, and if you have to rank them and things like that, you can do that. And I would say that my number one would be physical touch.
Me too. Come on, brother.
No, it ain't about freaking. I love a woman that could show affection, because it's a lot of strong women out there, and I want a woman that's in her feminism, that's willing to be affectionate with me, rub my feet, rub my back, give me massages. Don't mind pulling my hand, holding my hand in
public, because a lot of people like just holding
intimacy.
Yeah, it ain't. It's beyond, and it's deeper than just sexuality.
Yes.
You know, so I would say physical touch is my number one love.
Hey, stat man, I see you looking up what it's all
Right,
this.
that's what he doing.
I already know.
I said that 2 weeks ago in the group, my boy.
Can you elaborate?
So, first of all, love languages. I never knew nothing about love languages till I met Kay. I don't. I still don't know the 5 love languages.
Amen.
But she always talk about your love language. You don't know my love language, and man, you gonna get the women. I don't know what this is, but you might want to learn their love language, whatever that is. It's something that we didn't grow up talk about no love language.
No, we didn't. I will agree to that. I will agree to that.
And so when I'm sitting here looking up the love language, because I don't know the 5, but if I was to pick one,
what makes that woman truly connects to you when you see her doing any of those love languages towards you?
I would say the first 2.
Nah, just pick one.
Can I pick 2?
One. No,
pick 2. Pick 2, Mark.
Let me pick 2, Wood, because I don't know one. I would say acts of services and words of affirmation.
Okay,
because I don't need no gift. Don't spend my money on no gift for me. Y'all got that? Don't spend my money on a gift for me. Yeah. I don't need that.
My number 5 too.
But I would say, I guess words of affirmation and acts of service, they probably would run neck and neck.
Well,
okay.
You know? I know you finna go, Kay. Before they start, a lot of people might not know what love language is, and I learned this because why I wanted to talk about this, man. I seen it, and when something hit me and I got the podcast, I feel like I can talk about it. But love language is supposed to teach someone how to love you. Mm-hmm. And that's what I didn't know.
How to show love to you.
How to show love, how to love you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever your love language is, when you get into a relationship and whatever you thinking about your love language, you want that back from your partner.
Yes.
Okay, Kay, you can go now.
So, like you said, like love language is like what you desire, right? From your partner, what you need. What makes you kick, what makes you drive. And for me, I think what you say was affection, touch, right? The love language of touch. That for me works because when you can be intimate with someone, it's more beyond just sex. Like you can lay down and have sex with anybody. You could, sex can be just sex. You can do that all night, but intimacy is a different form of love, which means passion, touch. Intimacy is just even a form of listening. right? Without judgment. That's a form of being able to be intimate and vulnerable to your partner. Being able to just to talk about having uncomfortable conversations is a part of love language, right? And it's a part of us just knowing what we want from our partner.
So which
for
part
me,
of the love language is that?
having uncomfortable conversations,
Yeah.
to me, it's a part of intimacy.
Which one of the 5 love languages do they fall under? What you saying?
For me, I'm speaking for me. If
you making your own love language? I'm asking.
No. We were talking about, for me, my love language is touch, physical touch, right?
Physical touch,
But physical
okay.
touch is a part of intimacy. But when we think of physical touch, a lot of times we think of sex. It's beyond sex.
Yeah, it's
and what
deeper.
I'm saying is being able to have uncomfortable conversations with a person, my partner, that's to me a part of intimacy. Because uncomfortable conversations, the way you react to those can either be soft or hard.
Okay. Can I raise my hand?
Boy, we on TV. Just talk.
Well, I've learned, and I'm dating somebody who's younger than me, right?
Okay.
But she knows what she wants and she talks about what she wants. And I've never dated anybody who was verbal on what
That
they
vocal.
want. On
And
what
that
they need,
direct.
what they want, what
Yeah.
they like, what they need.
Kind of like love languages.
And
Yeah.
so, right, it's actually a love language. And so, for me to be able to respond and say I can do that, it's humbling, right? Because growing up, most women don't really say what they like, what they want, what they
No,
need,
you're right.
what they desire. So most guys get off on just dating this woman on some, I'm just trying to date her, court her, or whatever. She don't have no expectations.
Of your own expectations, right? Of what you feel like you should do for a woman, not really what she wants you to do for her.
Yeah, it's just like it's a cycle. It's like I'm gonna date this woman until it fails.
Well, maybe she doesn't feel comfortable. This goes back to being comfortable having uncomfortable conversations, because maybe other women would have had those conversations with you. One, you may couldn't provide for them the way they wanted. You may didn't take them where they wanted. You may
I ain't do none
didn't
of
give
that.
them sex the way they wanted. But guess what?
I gave her sex.
No, I'm just.
For sure, bro. For
No,
sure.
I feel like that's why the
One thing we ain't gonna
we
But
got
a lot of-
kind of what
do
you
the
said
rest of
as
it, but
far as
I
like
did the sex part.
in his dating life, it's always been unclear. Like I've never really had somebody being
Right.
direct, and I feel like that's what a love language is try to help. It's not you got
Navigate,
be direct.
to navigate, to help navigate.
help navigate that, because you're not trying to be direct and follow that exact love language. It's just to open conversation on how to like me, how to love me, and for me to tell you what I want and stuff like that without, and help navigate that. That's what the love language is used for.
So let me ask you a question. Is a young lady from Houston?
Louisiana.
That's that. Now we getting somewhere.
What that got to do with
Hey,
anything?
they got a lot. That got a lot to
because
do with
we've
it.
dated a lot of women from Houston.
Yes.
And no woman has been from Houston.
Nonverbal.
I agree with that.
We finna go there.
I agree with
most
that.
women would just put
Yeah.
up with your BS.
Right. So I'm
because-
thinking the Houston women
I agree.
ain't
seen
as
it.
direct. And they not, because I think their love language is receiving gifts.
No, you can't. You
No,
can't.
no,
you
no,
can't
no,
put
no,
that
no,
jacket
no,
on,
no,
it's true.
on our Houston women.
No,
guys.
it's true. When I moved to
I agree with
Houston
Mark.
and I would date
I agree
guys,
with
they
him.
would say that. Like,
But they wouldn't say that out loud. You just find out till they ain't messing with you.
Well,
no more.
Right.
further I would. Let's be honest. Everybody on this panel has somebody outside of Houston, because when you grow up dating people in Houston, you definitely don't get that from Houston.
And
women.
they- and they're
I
not
love my
demanding.
First off, y'all know y'all my
They're not telling you what
Houston
they
women.
want.
But y'all different.
Or what they not gonna put up with, what they, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
So let me ask y'all another question, since we're on love languages. Is that something you talk about within when you dating somebody and you meeting somebody? Is that something you talk about on the first date, the fifth
No.
date, or
No.
once you're in a
It
relationship?
never
no,
comes
no.
up
How-
until they
no,
bring it up.
how do
No, not even when they
do
bring
you
it up.
talk, when do you just
No,
When
talk
you-
about the topic? When
No.
do
They
you talk,
bring it
when do you
up.
open that topic?
I think that's why I'm here to talk about this today, because I
Oh,
seen
you the
this.
expert.
right.
No, I'm
it's cool.
It's
but
good expert right here.
Hey, listen, I started talking like this and I crossed my legs.
we saw you with
I
this.
started
crossing
crossing
legs.
like
Yeah,
this,
you
and I
got your
did
legs
this.
crossed.
And I did
You growing
this.
your hair back out.
But I think it's coming up more in the first few dates of people dating. This is what I did my research on, you guys.
I don't feel like nothing wrong with that.
No,
Okay,
that's
okay,
weird.
Well, you've been dating and you've been married for a few
No.
years now, so
No. But let me say this. People do not come off talking about love language in the first few dates. Love language to me starts to be shown and talked about and act upon when you decide to have a relationship.
No.
Or we decide to be exclusive.
no.
Okay.
Because why am I gonna
Well,
keep
that's
pouring?
what
Why would I pour into you gifts? Why am I pouring into
Well,
you
that's what
emotions? Why am I pouring into
wait.
you
That's showing.
love
Well, no,
language?
okay. talking about just the
that's what I'm
conversation.
saying. You wouldn't know because
Yeah.
you wouldn't know if you don't have those conversations, right? Of what she like, of what she want, because y'all didn't have the conversation. So nobody's pouring to you gifts early. You know what I'm saying? Until you start having conversation. If you know that you're receiving gifts or act of service,
Right.
whatever it is, that's when I think somebody's going to try to show a little bit more because
Hey,
they know
Mark
what you
got
like.
something to say, man.
I would say,
It's on
first
this-
of all, we leaving the Houston women alone. Y'all just gonna skip over the Houston women.
Yeah, I had to get away from that, boy. I know too many of them.
But I'm gonna piggyback on what you said, but I ain't piggybacking. I'm gonna let Kay keep piggybacking.
Yeah,
My bad.
everybody want to piggyback tonight.
For real, I'm only piggybacker today.
I'm
gonna leave
gonna
the pork
follow
alone,
you.
Why we eating so much pork?
So I don't think people. You supposed to love language supposed to show. You don't have to have a conversation
Right.
about love
Well,
language.
how would you know though? bro?
Because you
because
should-
of what she like,
But that's what
how
I'm-
she's responding to what
No,
you're
Her
doing.
response.
That's no, y'all going
Like,
away
I'm-
from.
I'm speaking
y'all going away
love
from the whole.
language.
The love you wouldn't know what a love language is if they didn't put the love languages out.
You do. If I
So-
know, if I touch you
My bad.
and I can tell that you, whenever I touch you, you're more calm, you're more mellow. That means
and we never have
you,
a conversation that that's
Well,
my
I
love
gotta
language.
tell you, baby, I need you to touch me to
Okay,
relax me, or
what
to
if you- hey,
no.
I got a
you just
question.
know.
But
What if you touch him and he pull away every time?
then that may not be his love language. But
But
if
it's
you
still
if you go
yours.
and buy him a gift, and next thing you know he's excited about it, or he loves that, and
That's
he's like,
his love
I
language.
appreciate it.
But you
Nigga ain't
got
gotta say, "Oh, I love that gift." I think
But y'all
buy me a
gotta
gift.
have a conversation.
yeah.
You don't.
No.
You think your daddy and uncle them told
Well,
their wife?
no, nigga, love
Hey,
languages
my
went out
love
back
lang-
then.
That's what I'm saying. So why we gotta have a
it was, but
conversation?
nobody
Because
put
it's
it
a part
in
of
form.
dating now.
I'm gonna
No,
say-
it's not.
I'm gonna say why it's important. I think it's important because
Y'all
a lot of
niggas
relationships,
old as bitch.
No.
a lot of relationships don't grow fruitful because that conversation was never had. And so where couples think that their relationship is like strong, she talking bad about you to her homegirls, or she doing all this stuff because you ain't do the stuff that she needed. But you don't know that she feeling like this until y'all had a conversation.
You're right. I'm talking all this noise, but I had never heard love language till I was told.
Yeah, he never even knew
That's what
about it.
I'm
You never
saying.
even saw
Wait,
love language.
wait,
There's
wait,
nothing wrong
wait.
with
Yeah,
talking
nigga, you
about
just
it.
read up on love language. Then you talk about they not had. Nigga, you.
No. I read up on the different love languages because I didn't know how they was
What's
going.
the different ones?
So what I'm saying is, I was told that, hey, you don't know my love language. And I was like, is that a thing? Like, I didn't know. So that's why I said I'm just rumbling right now because I'm thinking about the old school. Wives ain't telling you don't know my love language.
No, but
If you
old
don't
school.
Quit going to old school.
No,
You're not-
old school is you
First,
keep saying it wasn't here. You
stop
saying,
going to old school, y'all.
but Reese,
Love
you're
language is one I.
yes,
Love
it
language
was.
that. It just
No-
wasn't talked about.
Right, nobody just invented
I'm
love
saying.
languages.
When the book came out?
It's not about
It
the
wasn't
book.
come out in
The book probably
1956.
came out in like 2007, 2008,
Exactly.
But there
2009.
was never.
But
so,
Reese, what they
Nigga.
trying to say is, it don't matter when it came out, she still desired. That was
women
her
have
love language.
always been a love language.
No, I agree with y'all on that aspect
Well,
of
you
it.
ain't acting like
but
it.
It wasn't gonna be a conversation. The term wasn't called love languages back then.
But it
We
was still
know.
a thing.
That's why I'm only talking on the term love languages. Y'all want
Oh.
to keep going on to where your
Sir,
grand.
you
no,
saying
no,
there
no,
wasn't
no.
there wasn't a label put on these
It
feelings.
wasn't a label. So since it's been a label, it's been a thing since it's been dating.
But
So-
then that's Go ahead, Marcus.
So I was gonna say my
ahead,
point
Marcus. Go ahead.
was you said that people need to talk about it for their relationship to be successful. My point
I never
was
said
you
that, but go
don't
ahead.
have to talk about it because a nigga wrote a book about it.
I never
you
said that,
don't.
but go ahead.
And the reason I brought up old school is because old school parents didn't have to talk about nothing to be married 80 years.
But let's talk
They-
about
And
how
still
much they went
successful.
through back then.
No.
For lack of
No,
knowledge.
there
Still
were good
go
men
through
and
it
good
even though
women.
Old school, I could talk about how your mother and your daddy didn't
Oh.
receive the love that they needed because they didn't talk about love
It's
language.
not about they didn't. No. Everybody stop.
Whoa.
Pause. Security.
So let's go.
No, for real. But
And
it
they
don't
laugh.
matter. Love,
For the lack
talking
of
about
knowledge,
love,
the people perish. That's what I'm gonna say.
talking
What?
about love language
If you don't know no
make
better, you
it
don't do no
depends on
better.
who you are. Just because somebody tell me my love language and I'm taking care of her and giving her, I never listen to her love language and she stay, Cause my name
No.
is Diddy and her name is Cassie.
It's not
No,
good
no.
or bad to have a
It don't
conversation, y'all.
matter.
It could be healthy. It's a positive thing. So
I
it's
think
not
it's more
good or
healthy.
bad.
I think
If
it's
you
more
end
healthy, too.
if you end up liking somebody and you end up bringing up this book and having this conversation, it's not going to hurt the relationship.
But let me ask you this.
I think
E.
it makes it
Let me-
better
no.
because now you know what you're getting
It's
into.
not hurting
If
the
she say,
relationship,
I'm
but it's not
if she
necess-
say,
it's not
I love
necessary,
physical
though.
touch, and you know you're not emotional or physical touch type of person, and you can't give her that, and you trying, but
You
it
probably
ain't
can still hit it
Wait,
3 more
okay.
times
So
before you
let
let
me
her
say
go.
this.
You out of there.
You
No,
probably
have
hit it
you-
3 more
wait,
times before you let her go.
Hold on. Let me ask this. Have